And so, look, and I'm traveling our country, and I'm going to tell you, across our nation, we are witnessing a full-on assault on other hard-fought, hard-won freedoms and rights, like the freedom to vote. You know, in Georgia, they got a law that makes it illegal to give people food and water for standing in line to vote. The hypocrisy abounds. What happened to love thy neighbor? Attacks on the freedom to be safe from gun violence, the freedom to breathe clean air and drink clean water, the freedom to love who you love openly and with pride. All of these things are at stake. And generations of Americans before us led the fight for freedom, and now the baton is in our hands. Now the baton is in our hands. And on that point, I want to speak in particular to all of the young leaders who are here today. Can I see Gen Z? Many things that I just think are so great about you. You are rightly impatient for change. I love that. I love that. You who have only known the climate crisis are leading the charge to protect our planet and our future. You who grew up with active shooter drills are fighting to keep our schools safe. You, who now know fewer rights than your mothers and grandmothers, are standing up for reproductive freedom. And for you all, these issues are not theoretical, they're not political, they're your lived experience. And I want to tell you, I see you, and I see your power, for the first time. Who's voting for the first time? Can we hear it for our young leaders and first-time voters? There we go. That's what this is about, right? That's why we're all here together. It's about our future. So, listen, so much is on the line in this election. You all know that. And this is not 2016 or 2020. The stakes are even higher. Because over the last 8 years, Donald Trump has become more confused, more unstable, and more angry. And it is clear he has become increasingly unhinged. But the last time, at least there were people who could control him. But notice, they're not with him this time. And then a few months ago, the Supreme Court told the former president he is effectively immune no matter what he does in the White House. It's not 2016 or 2020 when you think about that. Because just imagine Donald Trump with no guardrails. He who will claim unchecked and extreme power if he is reelected. He who has vowed he will be a dictator on day one. He who has said he wished he had generals like Hitler's. Who calls Americans who disagree with him the enemy from within. You know what that harkens back to? And he says he would use the American military to go after them. Donald Trump has even called for the, quote, termination of the Constitution of the United States of America. And let us be very clear. Someone who suggests we should terminate the Constitution of the United States should never again stand behind the seal of the President of the United States. Never again. Never again. Never again. No. So there is a huge contrast in this election, and I'm going to ask everyone to just imagine the Oval Office in 3 months. So you can picture it. But here's what I say to the folks who are watching. It's either Donald Trump in there stewing over his enemies list, or me working for you, checking off my to-do list. To make that decision. You have the power to make that decision. And this is the beauty of our democracy as long as we can hold on to it. The power is with the people. The power is with the people to make that decision. And so, Michigan, it all comes down to this. We are all here together because we know what is at stake. And we are here together, most importantly, because we love our country. We love our country. We love our country. To love our country is to know that one of the highest forms of patriotism, I believe, is to then fight for the ideals of our country. And that's what we are all here together to say. We love our country and we are prepared to fight for our country and to fight to realize the promise of America. The promise of America. That's what this is about. So, Election Day is in 10 days. And early voting has already started. And you can vote early starting today through Sunday, November 3rd. So we need you to vote early, Michigan. And now then is the time to make your plan to vote. And you can go to iwillvote.com to get all the information you need. And if you have received your ballot in the mail, please do not wait. Fill it out and return it today. Because, folks, the election is here. It is here, and the choice is truly in your hands. And your vote is your voice, and your voice is your power. Your power. So, Michigan, today I ask you, are you ready to make your voices heard? Do we believe in freedom? Do we believe in opportunity? Do we believe in the promise of America? And are we ready to fight for it? And when we fight, we win. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.